The following content are the expressed thoughts, views, ideas, and opinions of the individuals and guests of the Nerds Have Spoken podcast. This podcast may contain adult language and themes not suitable for children under the age of 17. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Please stand by while we wait for the cast of the Nerds Have Spoken. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Jason Lowry, and you're on the Herds Have Spoken. I'm here with my partners from the pasture. I got...
So good.
Yeah. I was waiting to do that shit. Yeah. So I got Tim K, I got Eric Slim B, and I got Anthony 5 Times Club Lewis. How you guys doing?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Doing okay, man. How about you, sir?
How'd you like that intro?
That was good. That was right on time, bro.
Let's go and explain it to our audio listeners why we did it that way.
So this last week we had a problem with a word that we thought we were typing as nerds, but it came out as herds.
Autocorrect fucked up.
Say autocorrect get you every time.
Yeah, man.
We could have done Bonanza that shit too.
I'm actually gonna have us on cow pastures and shit as the images we.
You got to. So I saw it and it just tickled me pink, man. And I sent it back to the group. I'm like, yo, the write up was great, but who are the herds that spoken?
To an inside joke all week. So.
Oh man, we're probably gonna run with that for a while. Keep that for a contest.
The herds have spoken.
Oh, what episode where we call the herds?
The real question is the herds of what though?
Yo, you could be a herd of cows, a herd of dogs, you could be a herd of anything, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? Was that Jerry? A herd of nerds? Heck yeah. Did you see? Was that Jeremy B who posted the multiple things you can be herds?
Yeah.
Or maybe also a herd of lemmings. I mean, most of the time with figures, everybody's following the main lemming, and they're just going down the canyon.
Yeah, man.
Going
down to the pasture. I should have changed my name to Cow Patty or something funny. It was funny because I was talking to Bethany today about this shit before we hop on about the week and everything. I was talking with Bethany about dude, what should I change my name? She was going around all today, giving me weird shit.
Gotta love our wives, man. They always trying to help.
She was having fun with it. So, but how was your guys' week?
It was good, man.
Good week. Yeah. I had a pretty good week. Actually, before we get too deep into my week, I want to show you guys one thing. So, for those who may or may not know, if you're in the Realm group, there is a Realm fitness group. It's called Rock Health and Fitness. Mm-hmm. And I've been on this weight loss journey for about 7 months now. And I just wanted to show you guys my 7-month progress. So let me share my screen really quick.
For our audio listeners, just picture this in your head because we're about to tell you.
Yeah.
So if you look at this on the left, I don't know if you can see it just yet. Can you?
Yep. There we go.
So that's me on the left, man. Looking like a blob. I got the granddaddy beer belly. My face is wide, and I'm overweight. And I decided about 7 months ago that I wanted to get back in shape. One of the things my doctor said was, you're gonna have to take these meds just to make sure that you don't have high blood pressure. So we want to start you off on this, and we want to make sure your cholesterol stays low. And I'm not one for medicine. I mean, I'll take medicine. But I don't want to, if I don't have to be on a regimen, if there's something that I can change, I'm not, and don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-medicine. Everybody who has to take meds, take your meds. But if there's something you can do to change your lifestyle so that you don't have to take the meds, then you should be able to do so. And I felt that way about myself. And so I decided to hop off, and I actually just had my physical this week. So I'm just waiting on my blood work to come back. But I changed my diet. I changed the way I eat. I changed my workout regimen. I go to the gym every day on my lunch break and probably every other Saturday. So this is my progress on the right.
Dude, awesome, I gotta say what I'm seeing there. I'm seeing a shade of triceps and I'm seeing some shade of abs, dude.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Gotta rename you as Shredding B, man.
Thanks, Tim, man. I appreciate that. I'm sorry, Anthony.
What are you
were
gonna
about to
start doing a workout routine like on the show? Call it, shred it with Eric B. Or
say? No, not at all, man. But I do want to give a big shout out to Gary Allen for starting that group, man. G Money. It started a couple of years ago when they were doing health and fitness challenge, and he kept the group going, and a lot of us just got back in there just to update ourselves on the progress and encourage each other. So shout out to Jose for that, man. Shout out to Ralph Vendetta for those who know him. And Rob Milton is getting back in there. So, shout out to all those guys, man, them posting, and then, I'm posting, and the constant love and energy that we all feel about this thing, trying to get back in weight, man, back in shape, has really been great, man. So thank you guys. Big shout out to you guys.
But quite honestly, I gotta say, man, respect to that. Like I just want to do this one. This is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's amazing. It looks good. Like I know for myself, I like to eat shit. I like burgers and all that stuff. And I'm drinking sodas with that. I now try to cut that one out and drink more water. That's already helping a bit, but I'm just not one for sports. So really getting into that headspace, into that mindset, and really pushing through, and then seeing those results. If I could just push through, I think that would be good. But I just always, I don't know.
It was a rough go starting, and the hardest thing to any project is starting. But staying there, as long as you're surrounded by good people, man. Like my wife is we both started around the same time of doing the right thing as far as eating. So we're able to support each other in the house. But it's when you go to the gym, I go to the gym by myself, and sometimes, man, I don't want to do it. Like I want to give up on myself at times, but seeing the guys in the Rock group, Rock Health and Fitness, and seeing them post, I know I can't give up on myself because they wouldn't give up on me. You know what I mean? So like I got to keep going. And it's been great. It's been a great motivation too.
Sounds good. Looking good with the results. So keep on going, man.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Anthony. What were we gonna say?
Oh no, I was gonna say for those who are just listening, if you take a look at the pictures on the left-hand side was his before. So he looks like James Harden reporting to Rockets camp at the beginning of the
season. Good comparison. Nice.
And on the right, he's almost at LeBron level.
So, he has a full head of hair, though. So
he's getting fit. Yeah.
Jason, good stuff.
And LeBron on the off season.
I appreciate.
Dude, I'm gonna do like little pictures of cows like over your nipples or something.
You got to. But I mean, put some udders up there, Jason. Put some udders up there. The herds have spoken for real.
But I
feel Eric, man, at 6 foot, 6'3" or 6'4", you just want to look at like something, man. That at one point in your life. So I think that could be a good motivation. Maybe I pin that picture on my forehead every morning. I will with Eric Lee before and after.
Hey, whatever it takes to get you motivated, man. Do what you gotta do.
Whatever it takes to
do what you gotta do, bro. But that's it for me, man. That's been my week in a nutshell. Work was great. Home life is great. Oh no, it's not. I'm sorry, guys. My wife's birthday was on this past Thursday. Happy birthday to her. Shout out to her.
Happy birthday, Shmine.
Chapter 39 doesn't look a day over 25. So I'm grateful. That's my baby right there. Yep, you can look, but you can't touch. But I am eternally grateful, and I'm extremely blessed just to have her in my life. So just to see her celebrate 39 and all the things that she's doing in life and trying to be the best woman that she can be, man, I'm glad I'm along for the ride. So happy birthday to you, babe.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Cool.
So
that's it for me. What? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Laurie. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, what about you, Ant? What about your week?
Work-wise, started out rough, but I was able to jump some hurdles and get some stuff done. So by the end of the week, I was feeling all right. But just stuff away from work was great. I mean, temperatures rising a little bit here in Michigan. The snow was melting. I was able to get the Mustang out for a couple of days and drive just to relieve some stress. Earlier that week, I actually hit up a little toy show and / comic show we had in Livonia.
Nice.
Picked up some items. That was cool. Oh, got to see some progress with Eric, health wise, weight wise, but also with his basement. So
Yeah,
I
man.
got me an extra workout trying to bring some drywall in.
Yeah, I
So,
appreciate you guys too, man. Big thanks to you and Matt. Thank
Yep.
you.
So you're
Nice,
welcome,
nice.
man. So that's pretty cool. It's like I kind of like to see how it's going. It's like when you see the before and after, and all the plans he has in play. I can't wait to see the finished product. And other than that, it's been great. It's like actually before we even got online here, I was actually at one of my buddy's house and he was begging to play NBA 2K. So I took the game over there in an extra controller and got about 2 hours of whipping him up. So
Who'd you beat up? Who'd you beat?
Mark.
Damn.
So I came in a winner. I'm happy.
Nice.
Say nothing makes you feel more confident in yourself when you're beating folks in NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Very true.
Man, I remember TFCon 2018 when I was up at David Cologne's room and Dominic was there and Ian was there too, and they had just the smaller SNES with them, the mini SNES,
They were playing
and they
Street Fighter, weren't
fired. And they fired up Street Fighter Tutorial, and I fucked up Dominic. They didn't know what they were in for. I believe we had 5-6 rounds, and afterwards he was like, "Tim's good." Everything.
That's what's
good
up.
times.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That it for you, Ant?
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's, like I said. But actually the best news that I got all week, I almost forgot. I got the call. What was it? Saturday? No.
Man.
Yeah, Saturday. So like you guys had your 1 year anniversary.
Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Sunday had the 1 year anniversary. Near the end of the show, I actually had to watch on the replay, but prior to the watch, I had got a call, and hey, your boy is one of the permanent fixtures of the Nerds Unspoken podcast.
Woo, 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 woo.
Like Ric Flair said after winning the Royal Rumble with a tear in my eye, that was one of the greatest moments of my life.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you're
Dude,
here.
you had to beat all those kids in the wheelchair to get there.
Let's go. Yeah, we're happy to have you, man. We're happy to have you, and also Tim K, man. He got the call as well.
Yeah, Tim.
Thank you guys, man.
I wanted to chime right in. That was also fucking cool. Like the 1 year anniversary, I wasn't feeling too well to pop on then, so I was popping off, and then Lowry was actually pushing. You want to come on now? And I'm like, I was already, talking myself in. So next day he was like, oh yeah, I wanted to give you a call. Like you're on.
Yeah.
So that was fucking
We
awesome.
were gonna
Like,
try to break it to you live last weekend, but you ended up falling asleep.
As much people as we can get on, man, that would have been pretty cool. But stuff happens, everybody gets plans. Sometimes that's what happens when you try to surprise people. It doesn't always go to plan. But I'm just we're grateful that you guys not only took the call to be like on from time to time to help us out in a time where we were trying to still figure things out. I think for us both, me, you, and also Wolf, it was just a no-brainer of the people that we kept having on. So thank you guys. We're grateful that you're here.
Yeah, and
quite honestly, thank you
they're
for
not
having
here
me, for actually wanting me on. So that's a big thank you for me too. So I love that shit. I love you guys. It's always fun with you guys. So that was a no-brainer for me. It's not even breaking me in or asking or anything. You want on? Pow. All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jason, you were gonna say something?
No, you're good. No, I was gonna say also shout out to Jeremy B. He was on last weekend. Congratulations to him as well again. And
Coco
Smooth.
Yep, Mr. Coco Smooth. Shout out to
Ever
him.
since that one post on his Facebook wall, I will now always refer to him as Alabama. Because that so much cooler. Alabama.
That's hilarious. Well, Tim, how was your week, buddy?
Dude, it's good currently. Like I'm still unemployed. I still live on my transfer company stuff, but with our shop and everything, I still got a continuous like routine week, always doing the shipments on Tuesday and Friday. So we're always doing on Tuesdays and Fridays that I bring the packages, all the orders to the post, and that's also a little bit of my workout now. That's not as much as I could be doing, but it's what I do, and I always do that on foot, not with a car or anything. And it's just running really, really well. Like we got good amounts of money spent on our shop, so it's not to be, oh, we got a badass over here. No, it's just like we tried that. We tried to break in to the community, like, okay, we got some dough we can spend in that. We said we want to do a shop, and people accepted that. And we're not only anymore in Germany, but we're also in Slovenia, Italy, Ireland, Spain.
Nice,
UK.
bro.
Nice,
So-
dude.
So people take that in and they appreciate it. We get asked and we try to get shit. That's also why we had this big fucking box where my Mondo Kratos was in. We got that all over America. We ordered from Hasbro Pulse, got that in. It was ordered and then shipped to Oregon, which was a proxy address for a company called Ship It To, where they unpacked it and put it into a new box. It got over here and then through customs and everything. It's a little bit of bureaucracy kind of bullshit.
That's amazing.
It's-
I know you were talking about that. You were talking about that before when we had you on. That's something you guys were working on. So kudos to you guys for pulling that off, man.
Good job.
That's dope.
Dude.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. So happy with that. Yeah. Otherwise, pretty much chill week all the time. Like I'm doing my reviews. We got Mondays. We got our podcast in German, Voice of Chaos. That grew pretty much big. We got 30 active viewers now every week live in
Nice.
Germany. So people
Nice.
were kind of asking for that, seemingly.
Plus one in the U.S.
Well, in
Right,
the US,
right.
I can understand a little bit.
Yeah,
So that's cool. People get that, and we got our first actual flag. The last episode you can't watch for shit anymore because
Oh,
we had
You made it. You made
Yeah.
it. You've been flagged.
we had our little youth music episode. You know, 90s music. What we brought back then. And then we were hitting a few beers. I had a gin tonic, then had a whiskey there. I don't know, some Irish kind of, I don't know, whatever
Yeah.
kind of stuff. And videos were played, and record companies
Gotta do
didn't
it.
like those. So
Gotta do it. Listen, we
Yeah,
learned our
yeah,
lesson early.
Episode 1, we got hit like
Yep.
quick. Like
It
as
didn't
it was
take long.
uploading, they were just like, "Nope," and I was like,
I mean, you guys only got flagged. It's still available. You know, ours is blocked. You can't watch that shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
it's
"Well,
100%
What I did
flagged.
was I went in and actually
He cleaned up a lot.
I cleaned up a lot.
Yeah, but
I
we
had
said
to download
quite
the
honestly.
episode.
Yeah, but quite
Mhm.
honestly, we said that doesn't make any sense. This is an episode about the youth, about having fun. We were drinking, we had the chat, we had a lot of fun.
Mhm.
What fun is there cutting the music out? So that one is gone. We still had 60 hits on it and a lot of watch time on it, and people had fun. And cutting it out, then I don't know, maybe a third of the episode would be gone. So nah, that's a no-brainer, dude. So
Just remove it or something or whatever.
yeah, something like
Oh,
that.
God.
But otherwise, I'm good, dude. Like yesterday was a little bit weird, like health wise. I don't know, it was a little bit cold again, but today I'm up top again, and yeah, it's all good. So yeah, motivated
So-
week every time.
One of my I'm sorry, I gotta cut in.
No problem.
One of my classmates, man, from middle school and I think the first year of high school, he just passed away.
Oh shit, dude! Sorry to hear that.
No,
man.
This is crazy, and I'm trying to figure out like what happened, man. Shooty was a good dude. Like, yo, that's crazy, man.
that's a bummer, dude.
Damn, man.
Sorry to hear that, bro.
May you rest in
Thanks,
peace.
man. Thanks, dude. This is why I try to stay off of my phone while I'm on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I don't
guys.
pick mine up at all while I'm because you never know what's gonna happen.
but you know that's the sad thing. The higher the digits, the more those messages keep coming in. That's the sad part.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just seen like 50 Facebook notifications. I never get 50 Facebook notifications, and I'm like, something's got to be up. And
Yeah,
I started not to even look. I'm sorry, guys. Let's continue.
No, you're good, dude.
it's all good. Happens.
Oh man,
But Larry, how was your week, man?
fuck! I gotta follow up from that. Damn.
Come on, dude.
No, dude. No, seriously. Sorry to hear about your friend and all that, man. There's too much death going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we are getting that age, but doesn't help with all the Corona shit too and everything else. So
Yeah, absolutely.
That's actually only the one thing where not where I'm not happy, where I'm glad my mother doesn't need to see that shit anymore.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
she's got her silence. She's good now. All the pain is gone. She doesn't need to see all that shit now. It's just
amen.
that's a little bit positive. That's a positive now. No, to that one that was rather rough.
No doubt.
But yeah, my week wasn't too bad. You know, I guess second week or something at my new job, second something like that, and it's doing pretty good. Just kind of getting a lay of the land, that sort of thing. There's some stuff I'm not familiar with, you know, stuff like that I'm still trying to get used to, the new processes, everything else, and so it's going pretty good. I mean, you're starting a new company, you know how it goes. You know, you're trying to impress people, but at the same time, you want to make sure you don't screw up. So,
yep.
And yours is a little different because you're also building a department from the ground up, man, which is crazy.
Yeah. Like I'm building all the new standards, like a bunch of other stuff, with all the CAD stuff, everything else for all the engineering stuff that I do. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's going great. I love the place. Don't have any complaints about anybody there. So, it's going great there. Beyond that, you know, this week has actually been fairly quiet. I actually got my first. It's pretty sad. I've been working here for a couple of weeks. I got my first partial paycheck before I got unemployment.
Which is crazy, bro.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten anything yet.
They need to hurry up and get that man paid. Get that man his check.
Yeah, for real. And then they actually hit me up in emails saying something about like, oh, well, if you have any problem, let us know. I haven't gotten paid yet. That's the problem.
That's a problem.
Like,
yeah, that's
real.
a fact.
But anyways, and I know I was just gone for a few short weeks, but I know a lot of people are a lot further off than that. Like,
yeah, that's true. I feel you.
So I really don't have anything to complain about. I mean, I'm just making fun of it really because the process is stupid.
Yeah,
like they're working on like a 1960s system or 70s system that just is way out of date that needs to be fixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
Do you have to call into Marvin? Or is that
no,
just
that's Michigan. That's Michigan.
Oh.
Michigan is Marvin.
Yeah, Michigan is Marvin.
But it's got to be something. It's called something for them.
Yeah. Pain in the ass is what it's called. No, they it used to be you could sign in online, like they set up a website for you, and you can go in. You could do weekly, you know, a test that you search for jobs, whatever else, right? You can do it online, no problem. It worked the first 2 weeks. After that, crazy. Nothing worked, and so I had to call online, and then you had to listen to the woman on the phone. And it was the worst thing ever. It says, press 1 if you want English. I press 1, and then it starts doing Spanish. I'm like, wow. Yeah. And so I'm just like, what the hell is this? So I was like, all right, finally I got it worked out. It says, okay, do you want to go ahead and file for your weekly, you know, whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, let's go ahead and do this. It says, you know, put in your information. I put in my information. It says, we can't find you in a database. I'm like, what?
Wow. I'm so glad you didn't really have to deal with that on a longer term, bro, because that could have been a nightmare.
Yeah, I
dude, listening to that reminds me of our help desk we got when we were still on the project with the 88-180 wind turbine. Our help desk got exchanged from German to some Indish dudes. So you would actually call that number, and this dude would actually answer.
What the fuck?
Yeah, this full-on Indian accent. I'm not even funning you, like really. And you're like, yeah, hello, I'm having problems, A, B, C, D, whatever.
There is a
speaking
lot
through like a solo cup or something like.
There is a lot of help desk and IT companies that are out of India.
I legit tried that for 5 minutes, and then I said to him, dude, I'm sorry, I'm not mad at you, but your accent is just too intense. I can't work with that. I'm gonna hit you up with a mail. Sorry, have a good day. Cluck.
Yeah,
And
it's no
sometimes
need to.
it's like that. It's hard to understand. Like,
Yeah.
You're right. You're right, Lowry. You don't want to, and you also don't want to take your frustrations out on them because you can't understand, and it's not their
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like that too. I just like, I could understand what was going on. And dude, and the funny thing was, it started out with an automated person, but then the automated stuff, I actually asked to talk to somebody, and then it goes, well, enter your PIN number, because they send you out a PIN number to kind of sign in and shit. It says your PIN number is incorrect. We sent you a new one. I'm like, what? It was like the worst shit ever. I'm like, screw this. Like,
That's
I hope I get something, but whatever. But
Sounds
other
like
than
fun.
that, my week was spectacular. I got to ordered some new work shirts and stuff like that that I needed to get. So
Cool.
got a bunch of new polos and shit like that. Got some miscellaneous stuff that's needed because most of my polo-esque type shirts were either North Carolina.
North Carolina. I knew you was going to say that.
Yeah, it was North Carolina. Or I had some that were just, blank, but you can only wear those but so much. And then I had all the ones I bought from my last company. So I was like, dude, I'm not going to wear stuff from my last company by new, and I don't want to jinx the shit out of myself on that. So I was like, all right, I put those in a dumpster fire and burned them. And then, no, I'm just kidding. I'll probably give them the Salvation Army or something like
Those
that.
are lawn shirts. That's what you're going to be cutting the lawn there from now on.
Yep. So, yeah, we ended up going through those shirts, getting rid of those. I ordered some new ones. I needed some new clothes for work, for what I'm doing because it's a little bit different. So went and did that, kind of hung out, kind of had a pretty good weekend. That's pretty much about it.
Awesome.
But it sounds a little bit like your new place got a little bit of a shirt and tie rule going on.
No.
Okay.
No, just casual.
Business casual.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Well, with that, guys, let's get into a little bit of haul action. Ant, what you got?
Oh man, you ever heard the phrase "too much sauce"?
Nice pullover, by the way, though. I like that.
But last 2 weeks has been too much sauce. So, like I said, I went to that little toy show. A buddy of mine, Matt from Nirvana Toys, hooked me up with some Mascos. So
wait, is that who's the other one? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I got the Masco Two-Face, and then also got the Masco KG Beast.
People looking for that, man.
Yeah. And guess what? I got them at retail. Didn't have to overpay.
Nice.
So can't wait to get those set up and have them do a little bit of battle with all the tons of Masco Batman figures I have. Actually, I got too many. It's like every time they make another Batman, I'm like, oh, I got to get that. But speaking of Batman, I got the Mafex, the Dark Knight Returns Triumphant Batman.
Nice.
So he has the blue and gray old man Bruce. Has a Bruce Wayne head with it and a little bit of battle damage. So his chest is all scarred up. His tights are a little rattled and tattered. And then at first I thought he had brass knucks, but come to find out that the knuckles in his gloves are actually tore up as well. So
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Well, I gotta ask you though. Are you still getting the 2-pack too?
Oh yes, exactly. Because that one comes with the Carrie Kelly Robin.
Mm-hmm.
So yep, for sure. So I mean, Mayfax can't do no wrong when it's coming to these Batman figures and these different stories. So
They've been killing it.
They definitely
Like
got
what I've seen overall from Mayfax is amazing. Like the X-Men, also now Carnage. I'm looking forward to Cyclops. I got that coming in. Mayfax just amazing, actually.
Yep. So they really stepped up their game in the last couple of years, and because I got some of the Batman stuff from when they first started making like the Dark Knight trilogy. Man, that Batman is so loose, and it's like, I actually want to kind of go see if I can find another one brand new.
They did
but
a 2.0
honestly,
version.
Yeah, that's a 2.0 that I have, and it's super loose. So
I got Kiki oil, bro. Remember, I got a couple bottles over here, so we'll see if that works first.
Yeah, we can see, check that out. But
Save them dollars.
Even with, I think like with the wrist on that one Batman, I was actually pulling out the wrist and I thought it snapped, but actually there's a ball peg that goes into the wrist as well, and that came loose. So I have to try to somehow tighten that up, and I don't want to glue it or whatever because it's going to hinder the rocker motion in it. But it's like every time I pull the hand off, that little ball peg comes off, and it didn't give you any extra ball pegs.
My Jordan does that too. My
Jordan
really? Does that.
That sounds a little bit. That sounds a little bit what Storm Collectibles also does sometimes. Motaru's head. If you don't grab Motaru's double ball pack in the neck, through the cover in the chest, and then pull off the head, you will pull off the full double ball outside the chest, and you need to finagle that back in.
Yeah. So it's the one thing that we mess around with these import figs, but I mean, other than that, all the other ones I have are pretty decent. So amazing. I don't mind that one.
I'll bring that Kiki oil to the meetup in April as long as everything comes off.
Yep. So I'll make sure I just bring the figure. We can do a little operation on site.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping in the theme of Batman, I was able to get some McFarlanes.
Nice. Oh,
cool. So I got the Damian Wayne. Oops, wrong hand. I got the Damian Wayne, Robin.
So
now is he tall?
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Almost. He's a tad bit shorter.
I don't know, man.
Looks good. Looks really good.
I mean,
when it comes to pictures, and stuff like that, I can do a little bit of forced perspective, but he is still kind of tall for his age.
Did you get that from Matt too?
No, actually, Enriquito found this one at Target, the Robin, and then I had to backtrack to get the Batgirl. I got the Batgirl from Big Ben's.
Okay, I need that Robin. So if you guys see another one out there, let me know.
Okay, yep. I definitely keep my eye out. Actually, they probably should be hitting Targets this week. Okay. So when I do my little Target run on Tuesday, I'll double check and make sure we got them out.
Target Tuesday.
And then let's see. I did pick up. I went to Comic City and was able to find a Nightfall Catwoman from the DC Collectibles line, and I passed her up when she first got released because I was complaining like, "Oh, she's too tall," blah 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 blah. But I've seen some folks kind of finagle her into their collections and different setups. So when I saw her and it was I just had to pick her up.
Nice. So you got a good deal on that one. Good stuff.
Yep. And then last but not least, and this might be a first for the Nerds Have Spoken, I was able to pick up the EST of WWE, Miss Bianca Belair.
Nice.
Say winner of this year's Royal Rumble. She's actually chosen to go against Sasha Banks at WrestleMania.
Good call.
I was looking at Ringside Collectibles to pick her up. I saw that the price was dropping. I wanted to get her and also the Street Profits. But when you calculate shipping and other fees or whatever, it was the same price if I found her at retail. So $20 at Target. Nice. I was happy to see her pick her up.
Those Elite are very, very cool with the exchangeable kind of cloth pieces and hands and everything. That's something that wrestling should have made way ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like with any type of line, as the years go by, each figure progresses and gets better. So when they came out with the Elite series, I actually only see them getting better. I'm very selective with which Elites I pick up. Mm-hmm. But like I said, Bianca Belair, she was a must pick up. And then honestly, she's actually getting paid twice for this figure. So, she's getting paid because they used her likeness. But the actual outfit that she's wearing, she designs all of her outfits.
Oh, cool. That's fire.
Yep. And all the wrestlers, they know as many different outfits that they come out in, Mattel is going to make that many figures of them. So anytime you see an action figure of her, she's always wearing her own outfit. So, and they have to get like trademarks and all that stuff on her just to put that particular figure out with her custom gear. So she's getting paid double time for it.
Smart, very smart move.
I wanna have an elite warrior. I just need myself an ultimate warrior. Like I got my boxed the classic superstars Kevin Nash signed by him.
Mhm.
So that's gonna stay in box. But an ultimate warrior, like Knights with a code and everything, maybe the WrestleMania 6.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, they do got that. I think they came out with that Ultimate Edition for the Warrior as well. So he comes with but I think he might have been wearing his classic SummerSlam outfit.
Cool.
So, yeah, I'll double check. If I'll find some pics of them and send them your way.
Nice.
Sounds good, man.
That's
Thanks.
what's up. That it for you, Ant?
Yep. That was the super haul for the last week and a half.
Well, let's move on to Mr. Jason Lowry. What did you get, buddy?
I didn't get a damn thing.
Hey, I can understand.
I got very little this week, so
you just getting back to work, man. So it's understandable.
yeah. Well, shout out to my wife.
Hey, shout out to the wife, actually.
Oh yeah. So I got a couple things in me. I got a couple shirts to show you guys. Oh shit! I hit the button.
Hit the button. Push the button.
So we went to the store and I got some work shirts and stuff, and she decided to surprise me with
Oh, I saw the Punisher.
Yep. So I got some Punisher action. Check this out.
Awesome.
Say
That's
about the
dope.
movie what you will, but that's the best fucking skull.
Yeah, that skull is dope.
That Thomas
It's like a
skull.
human skull. It's for real, like it's a real life almost skull.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then here's one that everybody will appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Throw them up. Throw them
Nice.
up. Throw them up. Let's
The
go.
Wakanda forever, baby.
Wakanda forever.
Yo, I saw that and I was like, oh,
I gotta watch that movie again.
Yeah, man. It's something I watch at least 3 times a year now. At least.
Dude, I need to stay easy on my MCUs. Like when I catch myself watching Winter Soldier one night, not kidding you, 3 times back to back because it's such a good fucking
It's
movie.
a really good movie.
I was gonna say you must have caught it on TNT because they know drama.
yeah.
Well done. Well done.
So continuing on, so I know sometimes we talk about shoes and shit. I know this isn't
Yep.
spectacular, no fucking Jordans or nothing. Because that's actually a funny story behind this. I did go to the Nike outlet to buy Jordans. But the guy looked at me like I was an idiot when I told him I was a 15 wide or I'm sorry, 14 wide or 15. He just looked at me. He's like, dude,
Good luck.
we don't go above
No.
13. So anyways, I was like, all right, fuck that. You guys aren't getting my money then because I was willing to spend money to get some shoes. But anyways, long story short, went right across the hall and went to the Skechers store and got these.
There you go.
Hey, I bet they comfortable too. I bet them boys.
I haven't worn them yet. That shit literally brand new. I
Yeah, it's still got the tag on them.
Yeah.
Hey, now, are you getting those for work as well? Since you're
Yeah.
like back in the office, nice. Yeah, I'm
'cause
sure they're bigger level.
anti-slip and everything else. So I actually
Oh, that's
got these
perfect.
for work.
Okay. You gonna be climbing ladders and everything in them shoes.
He better not climbing up a ladder no time soon.
And this is kind of near and dear to my heart because I'm a car guy. Bethany also surprised me with
A brand new car.
Hey, nice.
Nice.
TT500. That boy's a beast, man. I want to drive one so bad. I want to drive one so bad, bro.
Yeah, it
So-
looks great.
When I
that
did the race car extreme racing experience over the summer, that Shelby was one of the vehicles that they had out there to choose from. But I couldn't pick that over a Lamborghini. I was like, I gotta drive
That's
a
a fact.
Lamborghini.
Yeah, I got to get this Lambo. Well, you were in a Gallardo too, right? It was the Gallardo Lamborghini.
Yep.
Nice.
Man, that model looked good though. That cobalt blue with the white stripes reminds me of the old Viper GTS.
Dude, I was tossing up between this and then the opposite version where it had blue stripes and it was white.
Oh, with a white.
I don't know,
Yeah.
I went with this. So
Yeah, you
she
couldn't lose
surprised
with
me
either
that.
one though, bro.
I mean, imagine standing in front of those 2 cars, 1-1. That would be bad. Like, oh god,
Yeah, that'd
which
be
one
great.
am I gonna pick? Here's a bad
Yeah,
answer
'cause
for
she
sure.
looked at me and she goes, "Which one?" I'm like,
Are you fucking kidding me?
right. Both.
but anyways, yeah. So shout out to her for getting that and surprising me with that.
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
Nice.
Wife get.
Cool.
That's
That
what's
is pretty much it for me. I really didn't get. I mean, I got stuff for work, like random little shit, but I mean,
Oh,
Ooh,
good.
I got a new stapler and shit for work. I had to go buy all new shit because my shit was all
Yeah.
good stuff. So
Is it a streamlined stapler?
Yo, I
swing
got one
line,
of those
yeah.
at work. Oh my god, I got one of those at work. I'm not even going front, and I know staplers are not exciting, but this stapler is the bomb. It don't take much at all to get
Yep.
that thing going.
Dude, I got one of the swing line where it just sits on the desk. You tap the top and it just.
Oh, nice.
Dude, it's like yeah.
I'm not shitting you. We had a stapler at work in my old company that had the weirdest kind of name for a company. It was not good for the feminine people. The company was called Rapes Co.
Wow.
What?
Yeah,
And
rapes. It was probably German, called Rapesco, probably. But when you spell it out
Translate
in English, it's Rapes Co.
Oh no, dog. That it would. I know they don't sell staplers over here. I
Wow.
guarantee you that. It wouldn't get in this mug at all. Well, on that note, I guess I'll go ahead and get into my haul.
Yeah, get in your haul, dude. I don't know how you're gonna come back from that.
Yeah, you save that story real quick.
So, I got a chance to pick up something pretty cool. So, as everyone knows, I'm normally not like the mainline Transformer collector. I'm a masterpiece strictly only figure collector. But when they came out with the 86 line, which is by far my favorite piece of Transformers lore, I picked up some of the Studio 86 stuff. Everything is out for the most part, but I had to have a Springer. So I went up to Nerd Out, shout out to Randy, and he had one loose sitting on the shelf. So I got a Springer now to fit in with that crew. And I was in Meyer picking up something, and I went up to the toy section, and one of the things that my wife wants to do in the future is own an ice cream truck here in Michigan.
Cool.
Be pretty cool. So I got her a Lego set of for ice cream truck. But while I was down there in the aisle, I found this pretty cool looking figure. Now I don't play Fortnite at all, but this thing looks pretty darn cool. And the articulation on it is actually what sold me. So it has like toe articulation, which is cool. Double jointed elbow, which is also cool. The hands open and closed.
I smell a Moonlight custom.
Oh, that would be sweet. That would be sweet. So I got that, and it comes with like that too, and it comes with like these all type of little accessories and stuff like that. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to get it for the accessories and mix it with some of my other stuff. But this little figure was dope, man. And now
what's the name of him?
I think he's called Frozen Raven or Raven.
Okay, cool.
But it comes with all that little stuff, man. It's pretty cool. Actually, yeah, here's the box right here. He is, Frozen Raven.
Okay.
Does he shoot
and he's
lightning
a part
bolts of
what? No.
I said, does he shoot lightning bolts of I don't know
Of icicles?
No.
Yeah.
But he does look pretty dope. I haven't played the game, so I don't know what he does, to be fair. But
they also had this kind of black ninja with orange highlights and eyes. I was really tempted to.
I really want that. I saw that, and I'm a fan of anything ninja and samurai, and I haven't seen it again since. So if I see it, I probably will pick that up. I mean, for $17.99, it's going to be, because this little thing is dope. So I imagine that the ninja has more articulation.
On that black orange guy, I was thinking about doing a Fulgor custom, but I think I'm just gonna do 1/6.
Oh, from Killer Instinct, that would be dope.
Yeah.
Yo, why don't Storm have that license? Speaking of license,
dude, preach to the choir, man. Preach to the fucking choir. Like, they don't pick up Doom, they don't pick up Killer Instinct, they don't do the females. There's a lot of cash waiting on the counter.
Yeah, they're leaving it all out there. Shout out to JD and Chan. When they came down to Jason's wedding 2 Marches ago now, I think, they brought a handful of toys, which was pretty cool. And one of the things they brought was 1,000 toy synthetic human. Well, finally they went back up for pre-order a while ago. And shout out to Andrew, the toy guy, Andrew Gang for Toyco. I got my own synthetic human, and I didn't have to pay triple the price, which the things are going for. So I got that, and this thing is pretty dope. I do enjoy that. It doesn't fit in with anything in my collection, but I'm gonna make it fit because I'm gonna start buying custom stuff for it to make it look like whatever I want it to.
Hit me up. I'll show you that stuff.
My man. And that's why I got it, because they're so versatile, but their articulation is above anything that I've ever handled. So it's crazy, man. But not to be outdone by 1,000 toys. Figure Arts dropped
three big hitters, man, and one of them was the heavy infantry, or somebody called Heavy Mando, Fat Boy Mando. I got that from SH Figure Arts. Loving it.
Nice.
I love everything about this thing so far. So it's pretty cool. So that would until the Armorer comes out, that will get me caught up on all of my Mandalorian figures that I want, because I'm only doing the Mandalorians, and that for me includes Boba and Jango. So
Nice.
just going with it there. And then last two things, I did get the in-game version of Thor, the final battle. So I have that. And I also have Thanos, which I am disappointed in. And
I heard about that.
So what did you hear, Jason, on this? And let me see if it's the same as what I'm not liking about this thing.
Well, I've been hearing partially that the washing kind of looks like dried coffee grounds on them. And I also heard.
Go ahead.
And then I also heard like some miscellaneous issues with the loose joints in the hand about the him holding the dual blade, about having issues with that.
Okay, so thankfully I don't have those issues. I actually like the coloring and the weathering. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that his bicep wraps, they keep popping off, and his two shoulder covers, they pop off all the time. And I know they're meant to come off, but why? They shouldn't have been. And so when you pick the figure up, they pop off, and maybe it's because of the battle. Like when he goes into that battle, when him and Captain America are going at it, and he's knocking off chunks of his armor, get hit. Maybe that's why. But I didn't have to have that.
It's the Rock'em Sock'em Robot Edition.
Hey Eric, do you have the second Thanos that Figure Arts made to kind of compare it to?
I do. Shout out to the MyRock guys. Last year for my birthday, they got that for me, which was a beautiful gift because I was not expecting it. Which is why, like, even if this one would have been better, it wasn't going anywhere because it holds a special place in my heart, in my collection. So I am going to get it out, take some comparison pics. I'll probably upload them to our page just so people can see.
That's cool. Because I wonder if any of the parts are swappable.
You know what? I'm not sure. And we're already getting pretty deep in time here, so I'll check it out. I'll check it out. But that's it for me. Tim K, what you get?
Yo, I don't get too much figure-wise. Like the last few weeks were actually loaded. I got MMC's Optus Paxis. I got Storm Collectibles Motaru, Mondo Kratos. Those are all in their collection, there respectively. So I got a few new reading stuff. I got IDW collections. Phase 2, 11 and 12, Black Dog Comics in Berlin. Beautifully packed. Amazon can't do that shit no more. Originally started in books. They can't do it anymore, so they won't get my money anymore. Then, shout out to my buddy Dan. I got my heavy metal fix, 12-Foot Ninja, Australian band. Very experimental, but there are several styles in there. Like there's corn in there, like some industrial metal and some sugar, some really crazy sound structures in there, and one hand killing. This is not leaving my ears anytime soon.
Yeah, send me a link to that so I can hear it.
We'll do that. And then I got finally got my Nigoki Eva 02. Some news on that also. The Rio Grade, I got that. Also some panel lining in the front of the nose and the horns here, on the back here, and on those little fins here in the sides. So that's going good. I feel the red is a little bit weird for the sprue marks and everything, and I'm working for the first time actually with a lighter and with some nail files. So that is weird. Sitting here like this is kind of weird, but the outcome, it's good. And then finally I got a loan. Exactly. And then I got a loan, and this thing really hit me hard. I got the TFC Toys / Sci Figure Lumitent.
Oh wow,
that's nice.
And that one is one fucking beautiful figure. It turns into an amazingly clean jet. Doesn't have any lights in that, so sadly it's all light piping, but the styling on the top of the head here works with that. There's some fiddly bits to the transformation and everything, but overall it just works extremely well. And did you guys play Zone of the Enders on PlayStation 2 back in the day?
I don't know.
Yes.
I think I have to
Yep,
check
I've
my
played
Blockbuster account and see if I rented it.
This gave me the hardest Jehuti vibe, like in a prequel kind of way. Like
It
how
looks
this
dope, man. Like, and that thing doesn't have any piece of Transformers lore. See, this is what some of these third-party companies need to do so they stay off the radar. Is come up with their own stuff in conjunction to putting out like third-party pieces. It looks phenomenal.
So you got the box, and if you want the lore is right in there. You just got...
that's dope.
Oh,
That's dope.
kind of cool.
That's fired.
So
Also,
that's
it's like
in there.
mech style. Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's it's not scaling with anything. Like if you want to, you can put it to Storm collectibles, like if it would be some kind of a suit. But since this thing transforms, it would be kind of hurting for the human, I believe. But it's beautiful, and it's only for a loan. So that review is coming out tomorrow. For for you guys, it's still Sunday. For me, it's tomorrow. So on Tuesday, it's coming out on my channel. And I will hunt this down for myself. And
Coming from Tim K in the future.
That's it. The box is from the year 2035. So much for that.
Yeah.
And then I ordered. Shout out to Eric B. I ordered the Mayfax Venom from BBTS, and while I did that, I got a mail from the guy from the US that I bought the original or the Venom in the first place. Another one. He didn't text me or message me for several days, and I got a refund through eBay. So I may actually get 2 Venoms. 2 for the price of...
Oh, boy.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe. You never know. So that, and also from a French guy, I ordered the Cyclops, the Mayfax. That's also coming in a few days.
There you
So...
go.
Yeah, some Marvel love. Some things getting fleshed out a little bit. So happy about that.
That Mayfax collection is growing.
A little
Yes,
bit.
it is,
But I'm
indeed.
just splicing. You know, I got the Mesco Gambit because I wanted to check Mesco in such a long while, and I got that, and I want to intersplice that with Mayfax because I think the Mayfax Wolverine works just better with the overall suit not being as puffy as it is on the Mesco. Looks a little bit slimmer, a little bit more to the skin, and with the Mayfax other stuff, and then the Mesco Gambit, I think there should be a good fit with it.
Well, for someone who owns them both, they do look really good together. I'm still looking forward to the Mayfax Gambit because there's some issues with that Gambit to me. But we talked about that before. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the ab crunch stuff like that. Like, but...
Yep.
Yeah,
but it's me nitpicking.
There's a slightest bit in flex in the Mesco, but really ever so slight.
Yeah. Yep, it's just me nitpicking. I understand it.
And there is a way to fix it, but you don't want to start cutting up a $80 to $100 figure.
Yeah, no, that's not good. But,
well, if you're gonna make it custom, I can understand that, but I'm not tearing it up.
Yeah, but no one wants to custom. Huh?
I did a trade for. I forgot about this till you said something. I did a trade with a guy this week. Like 2 GI Joes, which I don't give a shit about. They were like spares I had. So he traded me the Doc Nocturnal from Mezco, and I'm gonna make a Robin out of it.
Nice.
Oh, nice. That body's thin enough to do it. Yeah, no doubt.
So I started ripping the clothes already off of it, and already started ripping it down. So
yeah, that's gonna be dope.
Not bad.
So I can't wait to see the finished project.
But guys, I got a question from one new guy to the next. Like, Ann, can you tell me what time it is?
Oh man, well, I'm looking at my fake Rolly here, and it looks like it's time to nerd up or shut up.
Yeah, man, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, Jason, what we got up first, man?
Oh man, I don't know why I'm laughing at this so hard, but shout out. This is our first of the lighthearted. Shout out to this dude. Remember we kind of talked about him previously. So this guy, he basically he dressed up as the kids for Frozone when it was snowing a few weeks back, and then I guess now he's doing like a music video or some shit with it.
Yes, bro. Yes, and I'm dying.
But if you take a quick glance at it, why does it look like E. Wells?
Shout out to E. Wells.
It does look a little bit like. Also, shout out. I got a special beer today. Porter, little multi, just
There
for
you
you,
go.
but you're not here.
Hey, nice.
There you go. I don't even know if we could play it without us getting flagged. I have no.
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I mean, it's from Facebook, but I don't. We probably shouldn't.
I
Risk
mean,
it.
is he signed to a label like for real? I don't think so.
I don't know.
No, but it's a song of theirs that they put on their YouTube channel,
Mhm.
so I don't know if we want to risk
So,
it.
like, seriously, if you kind of took a quick glance at this, it does seriously look like him. Though.
That's a fact. That
Quite
is a
honestly,
fact,
the
bro.
guy to the right looks like Dollar Tree Idris Elba.
Oh God, he does, doesn't he?
Oh,
Look at that
Dollar
face. I mean,
Tree.
it looks
It's
a little
like
like
it's like
Idris
he
right
the
there.
slimmed down version after.
Yeah. So.
Or what's the guy that was in that? What was Never Back Down? What was his name? Was he the same dude?
Michael Jai White. That was Michael Jai White.
No, the first one. The first one.
Oh, the first one was the guy from the.
I thought that was Terrence Howard. He was in the first one
No,
because he was the one. Never Back Down was the kid who was
in
fighting.
the
Right?
Guardians as
Oh, you talking about the dude from Amistad?
yeah.
Yeah,
exactly
I know
that
you're
one.
talking about. I know you're talking about.
So,
I got this name in my head, and I'm trying to stop my brain. No, brain, that's wrong. It's Chiwetel Ejiofor, and it's not. I know this dude,
Nope,
but
that
my
ain't him.
brain can't make it out.
It's
That's the guy who-
Dimon Hansu.
That's it.
Hansu.
Dajman.
that's him.
Dajman. Yep, that's him.
Is that actually spelled Deichmann?
DJIMON.
Yeah, I think it's Dajman. And that's the dude who was dating Kamora Lee.
Oh,
Russell
okay.
Simmons.
Mhm.
Yeah, buddy. He lucked up there.
So continuing on, did you kind of see that this 8th grader wouldn't take off his hat, instead sending home with the principal? with his haircut?
Headline.
It was such a phenomenal story, though. Go ahead, Jason. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. If you want to go ahead and say it, dude, I'll just kind of scroll. It's funny as shit.
Yeah, it was, man, for sure.
What the hell is
So
this?
the crazy thing about it, man. So my brother-in-law sent this to me, and for those who don't know, I actually cut my own hair. So, and I have cut my brother's hair, and I've cut other people's hair, and been doing it since like high school, on and off. And he was like, "Man, if you ever became a principal, I can see this being you." It's sometimes, man, it's just an act of kindness that can change the direction of the kid's life. So clearly, his mom and dad took him to get a haircut. The barber messed up his hairline, and he didn't want to take off his hat. Now, as an 8th grader, you already know, like, they gonna roast take that hat
big
off.
time.
And he didn't want to deal with it, So the teacher asked him to take off his hat, and he said no, and he got sent to the principal's office. And once he explained to the principal what was going on, instead of him expelling him, he called the kid's parents and said, "Hey, listen, I used to be a barber. I did this a
He's
lot.
like, I got you.
I got you pretty
Cool.
much." And he fixed the kid's hairline. And this principal has a history of doing that. Even at some point, there was one kid whose shoes was falling apart, and he had a brand new box of shoes in his office, and he gave it to the kid just so he wouldn't feel like bullied.
That's
Nice.
nice. That is
I feel like-
nice.
Yeah, it was an amazing story, and I felt like we should definitely big that up because you don't hear too many stories like this. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
That's why I laughed in the first place, because at first I thought it was a more lighthearted, like, oh yeah, let me fix that hairline for you, like, dush, That was my first thought. My bad.
That happened to me. Trust me. Like,
Okay, cool.
that was my beard though. So
Oh yes, they took off
Remember
3
that?
inches.
yeah. Dude, I have to like sit all the way back now because this thing's getting long as shit. Like,
Yo, that's what happened when you get a neck massage before he goes after your face.
That story still fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, I kind of passed away. Next time I got up, my beard was like this.
yeah, dude, he cut 8 inches off my beard when that shit happened.
Crazy,
Good.
man. Crazy.
But so that was pretty much it for like the lighthearted. So we'll go ahead and pop on the next one. So in sports news, I don't know who shared this one. So this is
That was all Timmy.
Big Show. So Tim, why don't you tell us about this?
Yeah. So last week, accordingly to WrestleZone February 24th, the big news hit all over Instagram and Facebook and whatnot that Paul White, formerly known as WWE's The Big Show and of course WCW's The Giant, like also at one time rumored to be the illegitimate son of Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
That he didn't renew his contract with WWE and he just jumped ship over to AEW. And a lot of rumors kept popping up, like on several channels, like on WrestleMania and on Wrestle Talk, that a lot more heavy-hitting people from WWE could actually follow suit. So he will actually be commentating AEW Dark Elevation with Tony Schiavone, which will be another program that will have people that have currently no story, no space, no place on Dark or Dynamite, have at least a space, and then also, maybe grow from that through different matches with different scores, like what they win, what they lose, and whatever, and fight for places on Dark, and then elevating that more, and even on Dynamite. But same as Sting, Big Show will also be in ring. So we got a big WCW reunion essentially ahead of us with Sting and the Giant, which would be crazy. Would be interesting if there would be some weird naming in between. Like, people currently go crazy. Like, we had this fake Kane kind of is all elite picture where they said like the Blue Inferno is all elite instead of the big red machine, or instead of the Rock, they got like the Boulder is all elite. So people go crazy.
Let's not push it, folks. Let's not push it.
Exactly. But fantasy booking is running high, but that was sure a big one. Same as the one with Sting. Sting is fully cleared. Like, people were going crazy when he was actually getting a powerbomb from Brian Cage, and a powerbomb that was. And Tony Khan said he's cleared. He was fully cleared. He was part of his training. Main part of his training was actually taking multiple power bombs from Brian Cage to actually get back also into his shape. So seemingly like the Stinger got rid of the Stinger in his neck and is fully cleared and can go all in for the Elite, which is pretty fucking cool.
What do you feel about some of this, Anthony? Because I know you follow wrestling pretty tough as well, man. Like the Big Show and then now Sting, like especially the way Sting's coming back. What's your opinions on that?
Well, with the Big Show, it's actually kind of cool because they can actually forward a storyline that they were trying to do in WWE, but it just didn't happen, where you're going to see the Big Show versus Shaq.
Exactly that.
Oh, and right now, Shaquille O'Neal is currently beefing with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
So
I see that happening. I see that happening big time, like in between.
Yep. So we're not quite sure how far it's going to go, and it could just be for, just something to plug on each other shows, because, Shaq does the Inside the NBA on Thursday nights, and then AEW is on Wednesdays they both on TNT. So it could just be some promotion to kind of like boost up both shows. Yep. But I mean, heck, you never know, that actually might occur. And then also with Sting, it's surprising that Sting is actually coming back, because when he came to WWE, he was on a Legends contract. He was working a couple of matches, but he actually had to retire because he took a buckle bomb. Yeah. So the buckle bomb is a version of the power bomb, but they're throwing you into the turnbuckles. Yep, and it jarred his neck up real bad. So he wasn't supposed to come back. So, I mean, I give it to these wrestlers. It's something that they're passionate about, and honestly, once they feel good and once they feel back, like they think they can contribute to the sport again, they're all for it.
Yeah, but that's good about getting that paycheck in their bank account again, is what it is.
Yeah, that too.
But that's a good point. What Ann actually said. What I want to get in is actually what's interesting is the medical standpoint from WWE to AEW. Mm-hmm. WWE doesn't have a live audience. AEW had that for months now already. Mm-hmm. Like every few sitting places were actually empty, but there were an actual audience in there. That is a different thing than WWE has with the Thunderdome. Same with Sting. Sting wouldn't get cleared anymore in WWE. And Daniel Bryan said multiple times with his concussion stuff with the CTE that he is not cleared. He was cleared through several university doctors that he is good, that his brain is 100%, but that one doctor from WWE wouldn't clear him, and then he was finally cleared. And now, all of a sudden, all the time on the Legend contract, Sting wasn't cleared. Now he's up in AEW. Hey, you good? You do power bombs. You do all that fucking shit, you know?
something fishy, huh?
So yeah, it's very, very interesting. Like almost a little bit like Unicron, like with Haslab. All of a sudden, it's getting back.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Ant?
No, I was just gonna say with WWE and their health or wellness plan, honestly, I think they're just to the point where they don't want anything to fall back on them in a negative light. So, like, if it's not gonna benefit them financially, like from a big game, they don't want to give these guys their extended contracts or have a fight. But the thing is too, I think some of these wrestlers actually technically they're our own contract with these companies, so it's more or less like they have like waivers and all this stuff set in play, saying like, hey, you get hurt, it's not our fault. And these guys are signing them just so that they can stay employed with them.
Yeah, I guess it's also a 50-50 kind of thing with Vince McMahon. On the one hand, it is that exactly like I said, they don't want anything falling back on them with medical-wise, like they get sued or anything. But on the other side, you got Vince McMahon, and I believe that's what's happening with Sting. The one side is medical, and the other side, let's bury that last remnant of WCW. That's why he never got the title,
Yeah,
I could see that.
So, but it's great to see Sting back on TV and hear Tony Schiavone screaming out, "It's Sting!" That's so classic.
That was cool. A headline that I also pulled is nothing really big, but just in the sake of the time frame where we think about big injuries and time frames. Seth Rollins had his torn ACL and cartilage and all that stuff, and he was out, I believe, 9 or 10 months. Same was kind of set for Karrion Kross, formerly Killer Kross, which is with the shoulder that was a little bit dislocated or out of the socket, and it was a sprained bone somewhere, some weird stuff. He was said to be out 6 or 7 months. Okay, what did I say now?
No, you're good.
Sometimes just look at the bottom of the screen.
You got to pay attention to the bottom of the screen sometimes because I'll throw up random shit when people say something.
Okay.
You said a comment. It was a "that's what she said" moment, so I threw up at the bottom.
So Karrion Kross was supposed to be out 6 or 7 months himself, but he was actually only out 3 months, and he pulled himself through a vigorous recovery and workout regime where he was surprisingly back. And I think this dude, I followed him already vigorously through Independent. This dude has a super high and amazing future ahead of things if he stays away from the main roster, that is.
I read that story, dude, and listening to the way it's described and how he was working out, I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. Yeah. It's a wonder you didn't actually hurt yourself again.
Like you could also see stuff like that. It looks like some kind of Caribbean workout kind of stuff where they had some I don't know, it seemed like some wooden kind of curls or anything, and he was doing shit with his shoulder, like up and down, like multiple times, and that's all through the day. And with this recovery regime, well, I would sprain that shit. You could bet your ass on that. But it's crazy. Good to see this dude back. I think he will be big, but not on the main roster. I don't think so. I don't know. And what's your point on that? Maybe what do you think about Karrion Kross and in general, and also
a lot? Well, I don't know. A lot of the NXT superstars, once they go up to the main roster, they get buried anyway. I think a lot of them should try to get even stay at NXT and just basically build that brand. It's like you can be one of the greatest competitors in that brand, especially if you have a big following there. Yeah. My biggest thing, just looking at that picture, who's his valet? Because she's
who is she?
She's pretty hot.
Scarlett Bordeaux. That is his real wife. That also sings his main theme.
Okay.
Okay. No. So she's intertwined in this thing. She in it for the long haul.
Yeah,
didn't she used to be in TNA?
I believe that's Taya Valkyrie, and she's also now signed to WWE and in the Performance Center. So anyway, keep it in the pants. They are of the market.
Yo, but when you zoom in on her though, she does have a 5 head. She got that Tyra Banks. That boy is huge.
Those guys are fucking
It
crazy.
matches
Like
her
he's
boobs.
Yo, oh, hand. Sorry, Tim. Go ahead, man.
no, it's all good. We can go forward. We can go forward. That was pretty much happy to see carrying crossback. One of the guys I wasn't too hot about, but through that whole belt collector kind of new gimmick from Kenny Omega, I was seeing that guy Moose, and he kind of brought back the TNA belt. I'm not too big on TNA, but apparently that is the belt, the TNA World Title from back in the day when it wasn't when it was TNA and not Impact. But he said something like I never lost it, so this is still my title. And now we got 2 titles. So we got the TNA World Heavyweight Championship that is again legit. That has been kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, revived. Let's call it revived. Yeah. And there's still also the Impact title match, and he could be double if he would actually pin which one. And if Kenny Omega would then be on the hunt for Moose, Kenny Omega could get a twofer essentially. So
he's becoming the Black Thanos. He's just about to collect belt. Is that what you're
I
telling
was
me?
going to say he looks like he's like the missing member from Naughty by Nature that got.
No, he part of what was that other group? Full Force.
Full Force.
Full Force.
One kid playing House Party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smell belt.
Yeah.
But yeah, wrestling wise, that's pretty much it. Like this Sunday, AEW Revolution is coming up. We got the rematch of Omega versus Moxley for the title, and what Ann says, I believe I could see Big Show actually going in there and already maybe punching Shaq. So also Tony Khan said there are several surprises booked for Revolution. So I'm hot for their pay-per-view. I'm really hot for that.
Yeah, that Omega Moxley match is a what's it called? Not a death match.
An exploding barbed wire match.
Yeah. So a couple of years ago, they did like a big hardcore match for AEW's one of their first pay-per-views. Okay. And it killed, like, they were like, oh my goodness, they can't believe that they're showing like this type of hardcore wrestling ever again, because it's been kind of banned, and it's like you see it on Independence.
Yeah.
Yep. So
won't be nothing.
This one's supposed to be twice as brutal as that first one.
Moxley said in, I believe, on a Wrestling Observer interview, he said, if you don't want your children to watch that, please don't. This will be an extreme match. We are boundless, and we will have a hardcore match. And I believe when Moxley said that, knowing his past with ZZW and stuff like this, where he was just rad all over, I believe that thing with Omega is going to be a hardcore match.
Nice. It's gonna be interesting to see how that shakes out, man. ECW was very popular. I enjoy ECW. It was one of my favorite leagues.
And the funny part, they still chant that to this day. Any organization can have a hardcore match, but the crowd is chanting ECW.
ECW, that's a fact.
Exactly.
They were the originators, bro. They were definitely originators.
It's also any show that ever is in Chicago. CM Punk. Punk the whole time. All the time. So yeah, that's the latest buzz for wrestling. So
that's the news.
That's the news.
All right, so moving right along, Library. Ric Flair. What you got?
Dick Jammer will like that one. Woo.
I'm about to say, with a name like Dick Jammer, it say like woo 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 woo.
Shout out to Nick Brammer too, man. Like he really helped our chat pop, man, during the live show. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Dude, his jokes, like with all the different
oh my god,
all the different names changing back and forth and just talking.
He did a phenomenal job, man. And that was, by the way, guys, that was not planned. Nick came up with that on his own and executed it flawlessly.
What was one of that? Eric B likes the D, and what was Lowry?
Yeah, Eric B loves the D.
Something about like Dingle something or my
Dingleberry. Lowry's Dingleberry.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
What the hell?
Oh, that sucks. What link was that? The Godzilla one?
The Crunchyroll one. Crunchyroll.
The Crunchyroll one.
See, it's not just me. I thought so. I thought so.
Yeah. Blame the new guy. The link is shitty.
Yo, I'm
I'll
gonna send
do
it
it
to.
again. See what happens. Oh, it's a Facebook. It's a copy from Facebook. That's why.
No,
Yeah.
you gotta get the updated one. I sent it. I put it in the news after the fact.
That's fine. That's fine. This will work. It popped up. So go ahead and
Okay.
Tim, this is your thing. So go ahead and talk about this real quick. I
Me
think
again.
briefly
Oh
touched on it.
shit. So yeah, last week news broke. First, of course, COVID wise, this is not going to be a COVID show, so people chill out. But Japan dropped the state of emergency.
Okay.
What happened a few hours or maybe days after, Studio Kara announced that the final Evangelion movie, that is really hooray for me. It's been 8 years since the last one, 3.0, dropped in Japanese cinemas, is finally going to drop on March 8th. So last week broke the news, March 8th, it's there. They just dropped this movie. And I'm looking forward to it hard because the movie is called 3.0 plus 1.0 thrice upon a time. So people are currently going crazy with rumors. Is it going to be time travel, or how is that going to play in with the original series? Maybe with End of Evangelion. There's a lot of stuff going on. I can't go into deep, otherwise this will be a monologue. You don't want that. Evangelion is rough. Evangelion is really rough. So I'm super happy about this. It will be quite a few months till I'm actually going to see it in a German version, or maybe even with English subtitles. But if you watch some Japanese stuff, you can get a rip version pretty early, I believe. And you're just gonna make it work with, I don't know, with mimics and gestics and something like that. So yeah, I'm super stoked about this. I can't wait to see what figures coming out of this. Maybe accessory sets for real great Evangelions from Bandai. So yeah, I'm super stoked about this. Super happy.
Oh yeah, dude. So I was gonna say, is this production company kind of related to Gigapower?
Okay, why? Because it takes so long.
Taking forever to take shit out. Like,
yeah, the story behind that is actually pretty rough. You know, like Hideaki Anno did 3.0 with his Studio Kara kind of stuff, and he was just mentally done. He was just exhausted and needed something else, and he went to Shin Godzilla. And he made that, and there were also several musical cues from Shiro Sagisu into that one. And after Shin Godzilla hit, and was also a big hit then, he said, okay, yeah, then I'm kind of replenished, and we're going to do the new Evangelion. And he went all out, and it was already, I believe it was finished in summer of last year, but due to COVID, they didn't release it. And now, yeah, Gigapower is getting you the new Evangelion.
So speaking of power, did you guys see Static Shock's new look?
I have zero stock in that one. I don't know a single bit about that.
Say Virgil.
What do you guys think about
Say
this?
Virgil got a new jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And he got a new haircut.
The thing is, I don't know, with the new look, I saw more I guess images like on Instagram for him, and like, you know how folks kind of do like deviant art and stuff like that. I saw him posing with updated version of Miles Morales as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
it's like, you know, fan fiction, they do a lot of crossovers and things of that sort, but I like this suit. I'm digging it. It kind of brings it more up to date. Has the sweatpants on that's a little tailored. Yep. It'd be cool if DC can actually get some actual branding and put some logos on his shoes and things of that sort. But it looks pretty cool. Even the jacket that he's wearing, it's almost more like I said, it does kind of like a tracksuit, but it looks like it's insulated as well.
But so, is he gonna get this lower right kind of ninja kind of visor shindig going on? Like, it looks a little bit like a hipster scorpion.
So that the lower part kind of looks like just a face mask because of COVID, and then the glasses are just glasses. So those are just sunglasses.
Huh.
Yeah.
So it's not one piece, because if you look at it to the lower left, those are his with the sunglasses, and then if you look right, that's him with a COVID mask on, and I mean,
So
shoot,
that's that's COVID shock then.
hey, credit, man. So if you look at today's culture, you see a lot of young black kids walking around looking like this. This is their style. They got the two little braids in their hair. He got the little man bun there. They didn't get away from the shock design off the side of his hair, man. I mean, whoever his barber is deserves kudos in that.
Maybe it was that principle. Maybe he does that line.
And then look at his braids, man. But like, this is so black culture that they are tapping into, and he's a black kid. I love it. I love all of. And I'm not one to wear the skinny pants, but kids are. It's perfect, and the shoes look very similar to some of the shoes that kids are wearing nowadays. I think they tapped every aspect of it.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see how they go with that storyline, and you can see the artwork itself is by Nicholas Draper Ivy. So I'm pretty sure he has ton more images on his Instagram page as well.
Oh yeah.
But it's very soothing to hear, Eric, that you're not into skinny jeans. That's very soothing.
Maybe we'll get that in the next picture of his progress.
Yeah, he keep dropping that weight. He gonna be rocking them skinnies.
It's like the updated Hammer pants or something from back in the day.
Dude, I just got me nice baggies, like cargos. I can't wait to get those.
Yeah, I got on cargos today actually, and my wife was like, "Yeah, you need some smaller pants."
No.
But yeah, I feel you, man. I think these this is gonna. Go ahead, Jason.
Cool look. This is a cool look. I kind of dig it.
It looks good. I mean, it's exactly like Eric also said. It's current culture, and it's only smart to redesign it like this to still keep it classic with a, with a black kind of suit / coat with a hood, and then also with the lightning and everything. But then taking it into today's culture. That's the only thing you do it right, essentially.
Yeah. I tell you this: if Mezco makes a figure of this, I'd buy it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that one or Mayfax, that one, besides the Miles Morales, I'm actually thinking about the Miles Morales one because I love the movie and the figure has so much stuff on it. It looks great.
Oh,
the Sentinel looks better. I might get the Sentinel one. It's like $79.
The Sentinel stuff to me is a little bit too stylized, too angly, and all metallic. I don't know. I want it plain. Mayfax really is good at plain and comic-y. That's my jam.
Fair enough.
And one thing I did notice about that Virgil, the Static Shock, his color scheme, it actually matches one of the Bat Family members called the Signal. Yes. He wears black and yellow as well, so I can actually see them kind of incorporating their styles together and probably showing up in if they actually redo the Outlaws. They'll probably team up and rock their that color scheme as well.
Cool.
Shout out to Wolf. I wonder if this character is going to be based in Pittsburgh.
No doubt. All right. Moving right along. Right. What we got, Larry?
All right. So next, did you see this talk about this Superman reboot with J.J. Abrams?
You want to see my opinion on that?
Uh-oh.
Well, it seems like he's kind of moving along.
He threw up.
This is just the worst. They do it right. They do Justice League.
Star Trek.
Justice League. That's the way it's supposed. Yeah, they do it right with Justice League. They bring back Justice League the way it's supposed to be, and then they do this. It's like essentially they cleaned the shitter and then they put it right back up.
Well, I mean, Lowry, this is your bag. Like you are a science fiction guy, man. Like you like all the sci-fi stuff. How do you feel about it? I think it's important to get your.
I think he needs to stay away from it.
Okay.
I think he need the writer. It does pretty well. He does some pretty good stuff. They do pretty good stuff, but now this article you need to treat it with a grain of salt because it's deadline. So, but it is popping up on different sites. But so basically, supposedly, he is going to be producing it under J.J. Abrams. Going to be producing under Bad Robot. Of course, like I said, he did Star Trek, which wasn't a bad series.
wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. The reboot. Star Wars, I'm not going to get into that. And then now maybe he's just going for any franchise that starts with an S. Like, I mean, I don't know, but you get the.
I mean, maybe also just phonetically with an S. Maybe he's doing a reboot of Zack and Miri Make a Porno. I mean, imagine that comedy
God. Yeah.
with all of lens flare over it.
But yeah. So what the fuck? This stupid random ad shit. But anyway.
Yeah.
There's been no attachment, no details, no nothing. It's just that a possibility. I know Michael B. Jordan, he was he was he's been trying for a long time to be Superman.
Black Superman.
So
the one from the what's that, Earth 34?
Yeah, I think
23.
23. Okay.
Yeah, but that's again the problem. They killed the multiverse with Justice League or with the Flash, where they showed one time that Grant Gustin with Ezra Miller, and Ezra Miller just vanished. So the multiverse is gone. So this is not going to be multiverse. They're going to
TV show.
Yeah, that also. But
they still, that doesn't, just because they killed it on a TV show doesn't mean that they won't ever revive it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably will, but it's just inconsistent and inconsequent. It's just idiocy. Sorry, it just is. Just get Henry Cavill back. There's no better current Superman. Tyler Hoechlin is fucking horrible in my book. It's my opinion.
But I get where you're coming from though, Tim. But like, you also got to think of this from the movie standpoint, right? So from the movie standpoint, we're already gonna get Snyder's and we get Henry Cavill, right? That's cool. Mm-hmm. But if they do another multiverse, like a standalone movie, look what the Joker did. Joker did phenomenal.
Like, but that's just standalone. That's the thing. That's just standalone.
That's what I mean. So if J.J. Abrams does this and he's not trying to create a universe, you could pull this off. Now it's Abrams, so I don't have much faith in him to do that. But I enjoy some of the stuff that I've watched him in. But I'm saying it can be done, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a part of the one universe. It can be a part of the outline.
But quite honestly, Eric, I don't. You really. Just go into yourself just for a second, and you really think Warner is letting go of that itch to get some kind of money? What Marvel did, like in the
No, I don't. I think that's where you got the Snyder stuff from, and plus you got to think about the fact that there's rumors that you're going to get another standalone Batman thing for HBO Max, which would still be in that universe because they're going to use Affleck. So they still have ways to go about that. But if Warner is smart, they build on this multiverse thing because that's where their money is going to come from.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
of the same characters on a grander scale, but keep that universe building. They need to build the other universe out. They can't just catch up to Marvel. Build that out.
They need to do their own shit.
Yeah,
they need their own stuff. Exactly.
But the thing is, they won't. At first, there were reports that Zack Snyder is back into talks with Justice League 2 and also Superman 2. Now it's not even 2 or 3 weeks ago when Zack Snyder personally said there are no plans for him for Justice League 2 and also Superman 2. So this is essentially dead.
Yeah, but we hear backtracks all the time, right? Like, remember, Jason was really smart about this before. He was digging on the She-Hulk stuff, right? He dug and found out that this lady, who we now know, because it's been confirmed, is the character. Yeah. And then she came out and said, oh, nothing's been solidified, right? Because when contract talks are going, you don't want to ruin the contract deal. Apple did the same thing with Dr. Dre and Beats by Dre. Jimmy Iovine thought he was going to lose that deal because Dre blabbed his mouth. When it comes down to that, it can just be all smoke and mirrors. You never know until an announcement is out.
That's true. That's true.
The perfect point is that She-Hulk dude. Like, I was dead on about that shit a while ago.
Yep, you caught it a long time ago, and we seen a bunch of backtracking because nothing had been announced by Marvel. Marvel likes to do the announcing. Everybody else can just shut up until we come out with it. Type of mentality.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't have eaten that up, Tatiana Maslany, but not as a lawyer comedy kind of. Nah.
Yeah, only time will tell.
So
Yep.
did you guys see that the rights for Jessica Jones and Punisher reverted back to Marvel last
Awesome.
week or something like that?
Hmm. We need to see the Netflix version of Punisher on the big screen.
Yes,
I
sir.
They need to keep him.
Yep, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, he was great. He's actually cool to meet in person.
John Bernthal can do no wrong. Like, he is so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jason, that's your dude, man. I know you met him in person, and he was a really nice guy. And even outside of that, like having not met the guy myself personally, I'm with Ant. I think this guy is the definitive Punisher,
Mhm.
and he needs to be on a big screen. And they need to
yeah.
pull him into the MCU to where he can have some type of effect on events because he's played both sides in the MCU. I mean, in the Marvel comics for
Yep.
years. Been a villain without like an anti-hero, right?
Mhm.
Also been the hero. And I think you have so many different ways that you can weave him in and out of things that it'll be phenomenal. Same thing with Psylocke. You've seen them trying to do that with the X-Men Apocalypse. She's been a villain and she's been a hero. And you really, man, the sky's the limit with this thing. I'm excited about this.
I mean, Olivia Munn was amazing as Psylocke, and I think they could do a lot of stuff with that. And if they really, what they said, Deadpool rated R and the MCU and the Punisher, I want to see my Ghost Rider. Like, where's my fucking Ghost Rider? I mean, I liked Nick Cage. It was a fun movie. The second was bullshit though. But you know, there's not enough mystics in the MCU. Like, I hope that Doctor Strange 2 is gonna go all out with Spider-Man and those multiversal things.
And WandaVision, like you can't, like they're doing it, they're setting it up. We just got to be patient. We just got to be patient.
Yeah,
definitely.
It looks good. It's looking to be a bright future. Like now, also with a white vision actually on WandaVision in that last episode, I was like, oh.
We'll have to talk about that another episode.
Yeah,
we'll have a big discussion. Like, what is it? This coming Friday is the last one, I think. So
no, they got one more after that. So right after that, they said. So they said it's at least one more after this one. Well, that's the rumor. I'm sorry, that's not confirmed. Let me say this.
Yeah, because I know there's supposed to be 9, but if there's going to be 10,
somebody said it might be 10. So if it's 9, then that's when we'll do, like same thing we did with what was that, The Mandalorian, and we had that epic discussion.
We'll have to do that one again.
Yeah, definitely.
But continuing on real quick, like, dude, some of these links are kind of acting weird. So
okay.
So I'm going to skip a few of them. But anyway, so the next one. Spider-Man 3 gets the title No Way Home. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're the little skit that they did for it was pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
It was Tom Holland. What's the young lady who plays Mary Jane? Zendaya. And his buddy Ned. They're walking out of the meeting room and he was like, "Hey man, you always spoil stuff." He's like, "No, I don't." And then they actually walk past this little whiteboard with the title of the movie on it.
That's fire. That's fire. I like it.
Here, let me say this picture real quick. And then I'll just open this shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. And I think that's a really good title. No Way Home. Just if you're building off of the fact that he literally has nowhere to run because he's a wanted man. And now you know his identity and you know him as Spider-Man. Like, he can't hide anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Either that, but that could be kind of a one-dimensional, I don't know, kind of starting point for a story. Maybe No Way Home plays into the whole multiverse of madness with Doctor Strange stuff. Like he's stuck in different alternate dimension, and there's no way home for him because
that'd be interesting.
Yeah, every new dimension he comes to. Oh my god! And this one. Who the fuck is Gwen Stacy? And the other one, oh, Gwen Stacy's alive. And the other one, oh no, she's dead. Spider-Gwen? Gwenna? What the fuck? You know?
Dude,
I like it. Go ahead,
so
Jason.
Looking at some of these names, have you guys seen some of these Easter eggs? So you got the arc reactor up here.
Oh, nice.
Why is there a flux capacitor on the right? Like, stay at home?
Oh, hey, there you go.
Yeah. But dude, like, zooming home, please stop. Homeschool. Aunt May says no. Homesick. Somebody said
webcamming.
Webcamming.
The homemade is also good.
Far From Home, we did this already.
Home
Home
Alone.
Alone.
Yeah, Home Alone copyright issues. Welcome Home is no. No Place Like Home. I can't see what this says.
No, me neither.
This one says, Want to Go Home. It says, We're already there. Work From Home. Somebody says, Please, no.
Also, Homeworld's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool,
Dude,
man.
it says, Can't Find Home. What?
Close to home.
Close to home. What's too close to? Oh, it's too close to home. That's what that says.
Well, looking at the whiteboard too, it has a couple of hexagon shapes on it as well. Now I'm pretty sure those have to do with like periodic tables or something like that. But two, with everything that's going on with WandaVision, the hexagons are popping up as like her magic, and also I think in terms of Doctor Strange, those are actually shapes of when they go into different dimensions.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
As well too. So
Like
Hey.
also Endgame, the whole quantum thing. Those were all hexagonal things in that quantum kind of.
See, this is why you trust Marvel and just let them do what they do. Stop questioning stuff. Let them do what they do.
Dude,
You're
they
just
got all
gonna-
this
you're just
shit
gonna-
for a reason.
You're just gonna sit on the couch and you just watch announcement. Okay.
People complained about the first 2 episodes of WandaVision, and I didn't necessarily dig them, but I knew to like just relax a little bit.
mhm.
And they were like, I'm sure
Just
Marvel was
relax
like,
and take it.
just relax, hold my beer. We got this. We got this.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there eating popcorn,
Well, it's kind of
beer, refill.
interesting. Some of these periodic tables, if you actually go back and watch Spider-Man, I was reading an article about this. One of them is actually part of the formula he created for his webbing.
For his web.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Nice. I dig it, man. This is gonna be
Yeah.
good. This is gonna be good.
There's
Oh,
also
and-
there's so much stuff you can see from that. Maybe also with the molecular stuff. Maybe also some mutation stuff. 6-arm Spidey from back in the
Mhm.
90s. Maybe something like that. Maybe with Morbius. You never know.
Yeah,
There's
'cause
so-
he was all in the Spider-Verse, right? Like that was his big thing in the 90s, man. And I enjoyed that episode, that
yeah,
whole
it was
series,
great.
because it was a nice
look at
little
the
mini
spider cocoon right there, like all hanging down.
cool,
Yeah.
Oh, that's also a little nod to the poison. Like when he was actually pulled in. Like you can either be a full-on spider, or you can, I don't know. And then in the one alternate version, he became that poison.
started
And then the other
mutating.
and the other he refused to go through with that. So there are so many nods to comics where you're just maybe this, and you're just gonna lose your mind. Just let it flow. Like Eric said, just hold my beer. It's all good.
And then also too, the release date is supposed to be around Christmas. So
Yeah.
this
They
might be a new
dropped it.
Christmas movie to
Don't
add to the
tell me
list.
But they said it's supposed to be theaters only, which is interesting.
I'm okay.
Oh.
With that.
Huh.
I'm okay with that. I mean, by Christmas, if things are not better in the world, then somebody's messing up.
And hey, if anybody can save us from the coronavirus, it's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I like it. That's what's up. What we got next, Lowry?
All right, so next in this, goddamn. All right, here we go. So Hasbro Pulse, we got some Bad Batch figures. Check this shit out.
Mm.
So good. And I'm not
What do you
even.
think of this.
Oh, just in short, did you guys hear that Hasbro Pulse is actually starting to wash ashore over here?
No.
They're gonna do Pulse in UK. And what did my German guys all do? What about Germany? Oh yeah, that's just the first step. Oh yeah, Pulse has been there for years. So let's see.
Oh, I thought you meant that. By the way
lost
you said that, literally, because some of their shit was on that tanker that got tipped.
No.
When you said
No.
that, I started giggling, and I was like, "Damn, that's a good one, Tim."
Oh, like in the UK, washing ashore that big old tanker, and you see all that washed ashore Unicron in the box, like all wet in
Dude,
fucking boxes.
look at this shit.
That means-
That is crazy,
That looks totally like Carl Brunner.
Yeah, doesn't it?
man. Well done, though, Hasbro. Well freaking done. I
I
gotta
like the
give them.
pitting and the suit and all that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
man. All the battle damage stuff, like that is dope. They did a good job. Give them their
But
credit, man.
But what's up with that face paint? Like for a guy like me that doesn't know shit what that is, it just looked like this guy went head over heels in some form of cake.
You haven't seen Rebels? Not Rebels, but Clone Wars. You haven't seen the Clone? Oh, Tim, you tripping? Tim, you have got to watch the Clone Wars, dude. Like, okay, so do you like Star Wars at all?
Yes, I got the original and the prequel trilogy here, and also Rogue One and Solo.
So do you have access to Disney Plus?
I could watch it, but I don't got it.
Okay, but you can watch it. You have access.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watch the Clone Wars. It starts off slow. Watch it all the way through. Season 7 introduces the Bad Batch. This is phenomenal. Just this part alone is amazing. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Wow, I would say that Star Wars is not even in my top 10 stuff to watch, and I'm supposed to watch 7 seasons, dude, and I'm tripping.
For me either, though. Like, to be fair, like I like episode 3. I understand that. That is my favorite Star Wars movie. So I'm the biggest Star Wars fan. I loved this stuff. Like Clone Wars got so deep into different stories. It explains so much of everything else that happens. So you got to.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but Eric, here's for measuring. You know, you say you are not the biggest Star Wars guy, and I say I am not the biggest Star Wars guy. You just bought the Heavy Mando. I don't have a single friggin' Star Wars figure.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Well, moving on. Jason, you picking this up?
No.
Rescue us.
I mean, as much as I'm excited to watch the series, I'm not as much into the Star Wars figures. I'll pick a few up here and there, but I don't quite. I'd rather watch the movies than mess with the figures. You know.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I have nothing wrong with that. It looks good. I think more power to whoever's going to get it. I just
nuts.
I mean, people can call me a fake fan all they want. Fuck them. I don't care. Like,
oh man.
but that's kind
dude,
of.
I was a kid and watching that shit in the theaters while you're just anyway.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own level of fandom. It's all good.
But just a small food for thought. I mean, Eric was pretty much losing his shit over these Bad Batch figures. That means there's some form of bigger fan appreciation for it, And now we got the Hasbro Pulse Optimus Prime from Bumblebee. This is a main player, a main figure for Transformers fans, and they're doing it Pulse. That is
that's a Target exclusive, brother.
That's a Target exclusive.
Target? Okay. Anyway, stuff we won't get here without importing it and paying major bucks.
Yeah, fair enough. Yo, Jason, did you find this or did Wolf find this?
I think Wolf found this one. This wasn't
this
me.
Is
this
crazy.
is kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they, I guess Hasbro or someone's going to be possibly doing some figures of TMNT Power Rangers.
The crossover looks dope.
Dude, look at this. This is pretty cool.
They kind of thick.
Yep.
Yeah, they are turtles, Tim.
Yep. Say shell and all.
Yeah, so, I like it.
I was gonna say the crossover that Boom Studios did with the comic was pretty good, and it's crazy. Yep, because Green Ranger somehow the Shredder gets the Green Ranger powers.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And
I'm just seeing IDW. Is that comic crossover stuff?
Yep. So I'm not sure how far it went because the first few issues it was literally just the Power Rangers fighting the Turtles until because through mind control and all this other crap, somehow either the Shredder got a hold of Tommy and made him evil again and blah 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 blah. But just the images and stuff from the comic alone, it gave me so much inspiration, just like the pose and stuff and thinking about different type of fight scenarios between the two. So the crossovers that Power Rangers have done has been pretty good. They did one with DC, and they also did one with the Turtles. And IDW and DC have been doing wonders with those images and those stories. So I can't wait to see these figures.
I got a small question. So this is still humans morphing into Rangers, but now they are morphing into Turtle Rangers, or what is that?
Now the Turtles, Raphael, Donatello, Leonardo, and Michelangelo somehow actually got a hold of morphers and they became Power Rangers themselves.
Okay, because we see these concepts for the humans, and we see the Turtle Rangers. That's where I put up that string where I thought, okay, humans are turning into
So I assume that
Turtle
April
Rangers?
is the Pink Ranger.
They're
then.
mutants.
but then with the actual Power Rangers themselves, they do have ninja and karate backgrounds, so they just took up the mantles of actually being authentic ninjas.
Makes
Nice.
sense.
Okay,
Sounds
So so both teams switch places.
gotcha.
That's
I mean,
like
that Shredder looks legit. Looks
Yeah,
good.
that's a fact.
looks like he's
That's
about to tear some shit up though, like for real.
Heck yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so continuing on, let me copy this. This is kind of interesting, and I think this is definitely one of the links I posted.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting. So Bandai Spirits posted Godzilla versus Kong, which is coming up here, in a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're posting the movie monster series, and they dropped Little Godzilla, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which is kind of
Which
interesting.
Interesting as heck.
Yeah, so it
Go.
kind of makes you think: are they just doing this just to throw it out there, or is this going to be a part of the storyline?
So I lean on you for all Godzilla stuff because you're a huge fan. But I instantly thought when you posted that, this has got to be their way of telling us what's going to be in the movie if they're trying to sell the fiction, right? The toys from it. So what do you think, Jason?
Well, see, Toho has a thing about Godzilla in films that, with Legendary, I guess, that he can't die,
Mm-hmm.
but there's always loopholes.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before.
Because remember in the Matthew Broderick version, I think he died, but then it had eggs, right?
Yeah.
And so, which brings me to this one. Was it Minera or whatever it is? If you actually look that up, the Japanese meaning is actually the mini Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually kind of interesting. So his and I just posted this in the chat. So I'm like, wait a minute. So remember, like in the old Godzilla movies, a little
Manila.
tubby looking Manila, basically. This is what his figure is, his name in Japan.
Oh,
And
okay.
Little Godzilla is actually the teenage version, basically. That's in between the two stages, between full.
Oh,
and
okay.
end.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I'm learning something here.
Yeah. So it's kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious about it to find out what they're gonna do. But
I mean, it would be. I mean, for that kind of real approach, I don't know. A small Godzilla would be a little goofy. Little.
No, I doubt
Well-
it. Like it'd be updated to the new standards in the new universe.
well,
Yeah.
remember they did say one will fall.
Yeah.
So like I'm kind of thinking what's gonna happen is Godzilla and Kong are gonna fight like Mechagodzilla or whatever, and I think that probably Godzilla may end up dying, but in the loophole
They bring
you
in the little one.
have the mini one, you know, because Godzilla always laid eggs. You know what I mean?
So what is this Godzilla then?
I don't
Godzilla.
know because
Okay.
this is something new.
Oh snap!
Yeah.
I like
So
new
I don't
stuff.
know if this may be their version name of Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, either that or what I thought that since Ghidorah, there was still one head of Ghidorah left, that they made Mecha Ghidorah, so he's alive again, kind of.
Ghidorah, yeah.
Yeah, and he's messing with Godzilla. That's why Godzilla is going crazy, and that's why this fight is actually going to happen. And then Mechagodzilla is also turning up, and then maybe they're going to introduce Mecha King Ghidorah at the end of this, and through all this, maybe Godzilla will actually die. I could see that kind of happening. Maybe.
Interesting. Okay.
But I mean, I'm still super interested in this. Also due to the whole nod to the old Godzilla's back. I don't know which era that was, but where I think it was the same movie where that American Godzilla, the Zilla, was actually killed by the original Godzilla in 20 seconds.
Oh yeah, it was. Oh shit, you had.
It was Final Wars.
Final Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was
Like-
funny. Like Godzilla was fucking destroying everything.
Yeah.
And so by my
Yeah.
count, we have it comes out on the 13th, right? So we got 2 weeks
Yeah.
Yeah.
roughly.
So everybody knows. Hit me up. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna watch it. So the 13th.
Saturday.
So that's I'm thinking that following Saturday, I'm probably gonna do an offline watch party of it
Okay.
Nice.
for the Saturday night meetup, and so people can watch it and then we kind of talk about it.
I'm
I
game.
might be going for that, man. I work on my basement on the 13th, getting it framed
Yeah.
out and hopefully the drywall up. But on the 20th, I may be celebrating my birthday weekend that weekend. I just got to see what my wife got planned, but I may be able to join.
Yeah, your birthday's coming up, dude.
Yeah, the 15th. I'm coming an older man here.
There you go. All right,
All right,
continuing on
what else?
here, let's go to the next, and then we're going on about an hour and 50 minutes. So,
All right, cool.
all right. So what we got here? So Zeta, what do you guys think of this?
They just won't leave well enough alone. They need to learn to stop because this type of stuff has gotten them in trouble already with Hasbro at Unicron.
Yeah.
Now Hasbro is coming. Hashtag is coming out with a version 3 of Starscream and the Seekers. Leave well enough alone.
Yeah. Did you say well enough?
Just like they ain't out of yet, but it could be. They need to. They're already dropping designs to other companies. Moon Studios, Kang Toys. That's all supposed to have been Zeta's imprint for stuff, man. Like, leave this alone. We want you to do other combiners. Leave this stuff alone.
Exactly. Go combiners. Just fuck all ads. Quite honestly, this Starscream, this looks bad. I think this looks like third party 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah, it's the old Toy World design that they had for the cone heads. They just updated it to look like Starscream. That's it. Retooled it. That's it.
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I kind of like the idea of the sculpting of the turbines and shit like that. But
I mean, it looks overall, it looks good. No, I'm not gonna front and say that it looks like trash, but at the same token, there have been significant strides in these molds before from other companies. Make Toys, the new one coming from Hasbro.
yeah.
So why do this again? Why mess around with this and get yourself in trouble?
Oh yeah. It's kind of curious. So like right here on the hand, you see where it's
Mhm.
kind of hard to zoom in. But long story short, it looks like there's a screw on the outside.
Oh, that would suck.
That was
Yeah,
weird.
it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? Like a Phillips head screw. So
Oh, no, you know what? I'm actually able to zoom in on it. It does look like that's where the hand locks in to that piece. That's stupid. That's a bad design choice. Good call.
Is that an old Hasbro design for that hand?
It kind of looks like it. It does
Yeah.
kind of look.
That's interesting.
Maybe all the
That's
fingers are.
ballsy if they do that.
Dude, this is because all they did was take Hasbro's design and retool it.
Mhm.
I mean, from below, it's a very clean jet. You got to give it to them.
Yeah, but I'm saying
The
like
panel
before,
lining is phenomenal on it.
they took
Yeah.
MP11 and retooled it, and that's how they came up with their cone heads.
Yo, they can't even get their cone straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is awful. It is awful.
And also again at the coronation set, this is one spot for Bobby again, essentially. Like, oh yeah, in that dimension, you gotta have a coronation set, or otherwise the fabrics of space and time is gonna ripple, dude. It's gotta happen.
Yeah, look at hashtag. They're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like they're putting it out as an Japanese.
But now you got to get the full Kellogg's audio. You got to get the chocos. You got to get the frosties and everything in order to get your little crown. You got to get all the screamers, all the molds, all the colors, and
You
then
gotta
you get
get
the
all
coronation
three to
set.
get the coronation set. They all have
Exactly.
pieces.
Mm-hmm.
That'll piss
And,
people off.
and that's only if you buy it in Japan. They have not said anything to the American buyer yet.
Exactly.
They
That's
didn't want
ridiculous.
Hasbro after them. But anyway, so this will be. I mean, this is pretty much for the most part most of what's left tonight. We got some more links, but we can touch on them later. So here, did you guys see about the problems with Fans Toys cut all the issues they've been having and everything else.
X Transport.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shit.
And
say it.
I'm the one. I'm probably the only one on our show that pre-ordered this, and I'm upset but happy at the same time. And I'll tell you and explain to you guys why. I'm grateful. Well, I'm upset that it got delayed again for me to get it because I had pre-ordered mine through Toys Dojo a while ago. So I had been in on this from the ground floor. I needed a second cup, and this was going to be my alt mode. Well, I paid for it already, but I emailed Toy Dojo and asked him like what was the delay. And he told me that this figure is one, they paid for it, but they paid for air shipping. It got shipped to them by boat. So X Transbots messed over them there. And then two, Keith wants to recall this figure and wants them all back so they can actually fix the issues and send them back out. So I'm happy on that sense because I, for the life of me, cannot recall a third-party company recalling the original release of a figure. They normally send out a V2 and everybody is mad because they got the bad one up front. So kudos to you for at least trying to make it right by the community. So I'm pretty happy about that from that standpoint. Just a little annoyed that I paid for something and was expecting it. But to be honest, man, like I'm so blessed as a collector. I got enough stuff to mess with. When that comes, it gets here.
Yeah.
But I think it's just generally kind of a bad call by XTB that they apparently, or Keith, that they apparently wanted to save money, like with the Manazor and with the Cup 2, apparently.
Nope, I got the skinny on that, and I'll tell you guys offline because it was a conversation that was had today on the background, and I'll tell you more about that offline. I'm not at liberty to say it on our show.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
So that's pretty much it for the week. So it's about
Cool.
it.
Get ready to wrap it on up. So let's start with Mr. Tim K. Why don't you just shout out, tell people where you're at, man?
Yeah. You can find me on your mom's DMs. No. You can find me on YouTube at Tim K's Nerd Crate. You can find me on Facebook at Tim K's Nerd Crate. Instagram _nerd_crate. Twitter at Crate Nerd, and also in private, I believe Tim K81 on Facebook. So hit me up whenever, wherever. Happy to chop it up. Thanks for having me.
Nice.
And what about you,
All
buddy?
right. Well, folks, thanks for joining us today. You guys can find me on Instagram. Take a look at some toy photography, action figure photography at Luai07. And also on Facebook, Anthony Lewis. Just look for the picture of the beautiful man with a baseball cap. And also, we're going to be posting a lot more stuff on the Spoken Podcast Facebook page. So keep an eye out for that. And, every other week or weekly or whenever duty calls, you guys will hear from me. So looking forward to it.
Peace.
Yep.
That's what's up. Dope. Lowry, you?
Oh man, Tim, my mom said don't DM her anymore. She said she no, just kidding.
Give her my best. That pot roll was amazing.
Yeah, man, it's great. Never mind, I won't even say it. You can find me at Jason Lowry in the Facebook groups. Also on Instagram whenever I fucking post something, which is hardly ever. You can also find me in the Rumble Collectors group as Jason Lowry as well. You can find me on Xbox and PlayStation as Clutch2345. And you will not be finding me in your mom's DMs because she's in mine.
Ooh!
Damn!
Oh man! Oh, so that's be sure to check out in the evening on Thursdays, my wife and her lovely ladies over there at the Total Package Podcast. Be sure to check them out on YouTube and also their other social media platforms. And thank you again to the guys on here that were able to pop on tonight. I know we're going to be having a rotating cast and everything else, so thanks again, and glad to have you guys aboard. So with that,
Glad
Awesome.
for having us.
Eric B, it's your turn, buddy.
You can find me, Eric B, in your Facebook groups, not in your mama's DMs. Eric and Siobhan Burgess. You can also find me on Instagram, Mr_EW82. I have been working on some things in the background. I have not posted much to my Instagram, but I've been a little busy with a project. So just expect some things to come pretty soon. Then you can also find my wife, myself, and our board steady putting in work to try to big gap between research and care. Kennedy's, which we can find right there. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and as well as our own website, kennedysvillage.org. I want to give a big shout out to Sam Gonzalez over at Microsoft, one of our partners. He has made sure that we got the resources we need to actually own our own domain through Microsoft, and they're going to host it for us free of charge, which is going to be amazing
Nice.
for us. We just got a plethora of software from them that they're giving to us for free. So as a nonprofit, so we are grateful and thankful for that. If you are a nonprofit organization and you are looking to have a partnership with Microsoft and obtain some of the free things that they offer, please DM me. They are looking for more people to help. Guys, this is totally free. So just hit me up, DM me on Instagram or also Facebook. Now make sure I hook you up with Sam so he can get you the things that you need and he'll help you walk through the process as well.
Nice.
Want to give a big shout out to you guys. It's a pleasure to record with you every week. Sometimes we record on Sundays, sometimes during the week, whenever our schedule permits. We always do our best to make sure we bring you some different content during the week on Thursday here. So you can find me with these guys, just crazy chatting it up. And then also thank you to the new guys for coming in. Affectionately called our super nerds for joining the show. We definitely
Super heard.
We appreciate you guys and the work that you are putting in, and also the new and bright ideas that you're bringing to help keep us fresh, and the great variety show that we are. Again, shout out again to my wife, and shout out to my mother-in-law for keeping the kids Saturday and some of today. That was a great help for us.
Nice.
That guys, I think the nerds have spoken. Oh, I'm sorry. One last thing. Don't forget to check out Bobby Skullface, Nerd Rage Radio, and all the other things that he's doing. His Patreon is popping. And for $5, you get a lot of content. I recommend going in on the $10 because that's what I do, and it gets you everything. But he has so much content on there, you would never be bored during the week.
And he randomly does the Zoom stuff too with people as well. He'll post a Zoom call with people.
Yep. So I got the pleasure to drop in on some of that stuff today, man. But Nerd Rage Radio, Patreon, For Dummies, Sit Down Saturdays, and also our friends over at the Realm, man, with the plethora shows they have as well. Go ahead and check those guys out. And without them, it would be no us. So just want to say thank you to those guys. And with that, guys, the nerds have spoken. We are out of here. Peace.
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 Yeah. Catch you guys next week.
Bye bye.